Hi, it's Ra, Rishi Kavi Raghudas from Star Presence Astrology, here to give the astrological forecast for Monday, May 18th, 2026. A very unusual day, astrologically speaking. I call this a chameleon day, a day where more than one planet changes signs. Today, no less than 3 planets change signs. Mars, Venus, and the Moon all change signs today, so it's a day of shifting energy, and most of this occurs in the latter part of the day. Let me explain. The Sun today is at 27, moving to 28 degrees of practical, steady she goes, lover of the senses, earth sign, Taurus. For most of the day, the Moon is in the latter part of the let's communicate and socialize air sign of Gemini. It moves into the ultra-sensitive, sometimes moody, but often very nurturing water sign of Cancer in the evening. Meanwhile, Mars is shifting from its home sign of Aries, very dynamic and impetuous fire sign of Aries, into the relatively calmer earth sign of Taurus. That occurs 3:25 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 6:25 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 11:25 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Mars in Taurus is a whole lot of stamina. You know, in Aries, it was just all very rambunctious. It's a little calmer and more peaceful here in Taurus. Famously, Muhammad Ali had Mars in Taurus, and of course, he was a bad man, as he used to say. I'm so fast, I can turn off the light and be in bed before it's dark. But he was famous for his physical stamina, of course, in the ring. Mars in Taurus. Now, the Moon in late Gemini makes a harmonious 60-degree sextile to Chiron, called the Wounded Healer, 28 degrees of Gemini to Chiron at 25 of Aries, at 4:24 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 7:24 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 12:24 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. That's pretty good for, well, you know, emotional issues may come up, but it's for the purpose of healing, and this is a pretty good aspect for that. Next up is Venus, the planet of love and affection, moving from air sign Gemini into water sign of Cancer, and it loves Cancer. It's very sentimental, home and family oriented. Very, very sweet. I'm wearing my little violet purple here today because of the sweetness of the color. Approximates the sweetness of Venus moving into Cancer. 6:05 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time is when that occurs. 9:05 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 2:05 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Then we come to a close series of aspects, all within 10-15 minutes of each other. The Moon moves from air sign Gemini into water sign Cancer at 6:46 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 9:46 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 2:46 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time, followed by the Moon conjoining Venus, which has just moved into Cancer, 4 minutes later. And then 7 minutes after that, the Moon makes a harmonious 60-degree sextile to Mars, which of course has just moved to 0 degrees of Taurus, 6:57 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 9:57 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 2:57 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. So this is very sweet energy. It's really good for relationships, too. A lot of love and affection kind of energy, and, you know, some passionate energy here, too. So, you know, if you want to make love, this is certainly the evening for it. Mercury, then, planet of communication, is at 3 degrees of Gemini, making a harmonious 60-degree sextile to Neptune, the planet of dreams and visions and creativity and spirituality, at 3 degrees of Aries in the late evening, 9:05 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 12:05 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 5:05 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And finally, Venus at 0 degrees of Cancer makes a harmonious 60-degree sextile to Mars at 0 degrees of Taurus. It doesn't get any sweeter and loving and sexy than this. 10:37 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 1:37 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 6:37 a.m. tomorrow, Greenwich Mean Time. What a wonderful day, but a whole lot of shifting energy. Enjoy it. I'm Ra, Rishi Kavi Raghudas from Star Presence Astrology. Now, if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, please book it on my website, starpresence.net. Remember, from the very moment that you're born, you've got Star Presence. Enjoy today, no matter what. A lot to enjoy today.